Now guys, our guest today is rather ushaisikia mtu yani ujumuite. She's so beautiful in person, Miss Kenya 2005. And when I say jiggers, you already know it's Cecilia Mwangi.
Thanks. Hey, your intro. What?
Lazima. Fire. And you're matching.
And you know, we get this memo, you know.
It's okay, it's fine, it's fine.
Look at
this is how we're rolling today.
Just get
Environment. We are going green.
Green the movement.
Yes.
Anyway, welcome so much, Cecilia.
Thank
We're
you.
so excited to have you.
Yes,
Honestly,
clearly
like,
she
I
can
think
see.
we all know who you are. Like at this point, when you had, we're like, are you sure? Cecilia, the one Cecilia.
For real.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining us today.
You girls are crazy.
You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. You know, it's just good energy over here.
Thank you.
But there's some youngins out there who don't know what we're talking about. So maybe you can introduce yourself to them.
Ah, cool. My name is Cecilia Mwangi, Miss World Kenya 2005. The Anti-Jigger Campaign Ambassador. Wow. Have many titles.
All of them. We want to hear all of them. Keep going.
Yeah, the Anti-Jigger Campaign Ambassador, Miss World Kenya, Miss Nairobi 204, Miss State 203.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Continue. Next.
Head of State Commendation, head of the Grand Warrior.
Wow.
Don't be so modest.
Don't be modest.
Mother.
Okay, yeah, mother.
Na Mama Pets.
Mama Pets and
Yeah.
mother.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but I think everyone knew you, especially our generation, because the colonial generation is a totally different one.
Correct.
Knew you from your modeling pageant.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
How did you begin? Did you grow up playing with makeup?
It's interesting because me I was a tomboy from Kitambo, yeah?
Like no makeup, no heels, nothing.
No, because even my career tells me I'm an engineer by profession.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But the thing is, I always admired lifestyle,
Pageants, yeah.
catwalk and all that. And that time when you're growing up, the likes of Pinky,
Yeah.
Emma Tor,
Yes.
you know, all that. So I used to really admire all that. And I was thinking, so what's stopping me from getting there? I just
Yeah.
used to admire. The only thing is that was not going to cut it with my dad.
Oh wow.
There's
And
no
a shule.
way. Soma. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no way. But
yeah.
I really admired it. And I got a chance at least to see Miss Russia. She came to Stato.
Okay.
We had a nice teacher who hooked us up with Miss Tourism Russia. And she was hot. You know,
And you're like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Guy, you know, we were just
You are in awe.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it was awesome, and I think it was an eye-opener. From then on, after high school, I really wanted to go for it. So I tried on Miss Nairobi in 2003, 2004. Then after that, that gone into the Miss Kenya platform. So after Miss Nairobi, went to Miss Kenya.
Wow. So like your first try and you were in.
Well, no. I can't say it was easy. In
Okay.
2004, I tried Miss World.
Okay.
Miss World Kenya. I didn't go through.
Oh, you didn't go through.
But I was a finalist, top 7 finalist.
Okay.
Then again, me, the person that I am, when I really
kept
want
going.
something,
Yeah.
I want it bad. So
Yeah.
I went again for the pageant in 2005.
Oh wow.
And I got it. But I just had to learn what I didn't do right in 2004.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. I was reading something and he's called Emmanuel. He's a vlogger, and he was saying you basically cannot want something that you haven't seen before, especially when it comes to the black community.
Yeah.
Since he's, I think, like like the way you wouldn't imagine before Barack that there could be ever a black president. So
right.
back in the day, 2003, the pageant world was not as, people were not really, it wasn't palatable so much, especially to parents
Yes.
who had small kids and they want to say, hey, apana, iyo siyo kazi, but you believed in the job and you went ahead and made really big titles. How did that make you feel? Because you created a path.
Yes. But first, even let me just take it back.
Yeah.
When I actually attempted to go for the pageant, my dad it was a no-no. So nilifanya chini ya maji.
Oh,
What? So when you won, what did you
Aliniona kwa
do?
gazeti.
Are you serious?
Like the rest of us.
What? Aliniona kwa gazeti that
What?
time. But my mom had given me a green light.
Okay.
I'd gone through my mom and she was like, fine.
Fanya
So,
tu
the only thing we agreed, grades haziendi chini, because I was in JKUAT at that time.
Okay.
I was a first year. So you can imagine all that. Kwanza, imagine when first year.
Yes.
Then
that attention.
JKUAT, and JKUAT ni venye tuna machali wengi kuliko madem.
Juja boys.
So all that. But the thing is, aliniambia, as long as the grades are not going down, you continue.
Endelea,
But
yeah.
ikianza, if it's still things start going
Yeah,
the haywire, hapana, because now my course was crazy because it was
Yeah.
computer technology. So it's a science
Constant
course. It
reading,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
What?
Ikienda down, toa history, park, weka kando. But I just had to juggle it. And
Yeah.
trust me, all that juggling has really helped me even now.
Yeah.
You know, you can multitask on so many other things.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's not easy. And that at that time, there were so many misconceptions about models.
I
Because
yeah,
know,
exactly.
ukisikia mtoto wako dem, as in your daughter wants
it's
to be a
another
model.
kitu wa majina hapa. Hey, hey.
Kwanza mtu anaimagine first thing umepotea.
Imagine.
That was my uncles, my
Yeah.
aunties were so
Like you
huyu
have lost your way.
amelost. Kabisa. But I really had to work on it and I'm just prove them wrong. But
Yeah.
you can actually pursue this as a passion and still pursue a career.
Other things, yeah.
Because right now I am actually surviving on my career, my
Yeah.
what I did in
What you
campus
studied,
all
yeah,
the way.
yeah, that's true.
Because at the end of it all, the beauty industry is very nice. The pageant industry in Kenya is good. The only thing is it's not sustainable.
It's not
Yeah.
sustainable.
Hakuna mtu
yes.
atakulipa
Yes.
vizuri venye
Yeah, all the
essay, the
time.
likes of
Yeah,
essay and
yeah, yeah.
Nigeria would like to take it to that level, but hatujafika hapo.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
that's very true.
Yeah.
So what was that moment like? I know it's been a while, but the moment where you hear Miss
Yeah.
World, then you hear Cecilia.
Oh God.
What was that moment? Was it like really slow, or was it something that went like in a second? What was that moment?
You know, there are photos that I've never wanted to publish.
Yeah.
My crowning photos.
Why?
Guy.
Why?
Kulia,
You were crying.
I didn't have a photo to be
What
put
are
on the
the
news.
people-
Are you
the
serious?
I was,
You
you know,
couldn't
I mean,
believe
some
it?
things just didn't sink in at
What?
that time. No, it was just too much.
Like you couldn't believe it. Like there was no way.
No, like unajua kwanza mimi nimetoka wapi? You know, like my background. I'm not tumetoka. I mean, I was born in Bahati, so there's some humble background. Some places you find yourself.
Yeah.
You just say it's God.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's very true.
Let's talk jiggers. Let's talk jiggers. I first saw jiggers in my home. Like my cousin had jiggers and she couldn't go to school. She was secluded. But that's back in the day in the 90s.
Right.
But come 2007, 8 and you're doing this. Why are you so vocal about jiggers? What is it like? Why do you feel like you have to be the one to address this thing?
In 2007, I met the CEO for Ahadi Kenya Trust because we drive the campaign through Ahadi Kenya Trust. And when he mentioned about the Jigger campaign or the Jigger menace in Muranga in his own background, I told him, let's go see. And then the mathematician in me, I have to be factual, get the numbers, go straight on, meet. If I just even have just an interview with a few people, just get to understand how big the problem is. Then I got to realize we just went to a school just randomly and asked the head teacher, watoto wangapi wako na jiggers. Unajua shule mzima ilikuja paka walimu.
Are you serious?
It was
Yeah,
a
'cause
whole
don't
population.
Yeah, I've never
Yes.
seen jiggers.
Guy,
I've never-
when we
Oh
were
my
town.
Sisi ni wakukaa, mimi ni wakukaa, mapinga.
I've not seen
Yeah, so
jiggers.
it was really bad. And when they actually went out to speak about it, the first thing, everyone was against it. From the member of parliament
Why?
to the health department at that time, everyone was against it. Because
Why? It doesn't make
denial.
sense.
One of
they're
the things,
denial.
they denial.
Okay, they're like, we're fine.
And then it's so associated with poverty. It's
Okay.
associated with neglect.
Yes.
So no one...
They didn't want it.
Yeah, because unajua wewe ndio kama wewe ndio una represent your area, unaonekana umeneglect watu wako.
Exactly.
So
Someone
it
else is the
really-
one who's coming to help
yes,
them.
so
Yeah.
it really brought a bad light. It shed a bad light of the leadership and
Yes,
everyone
exactly.
who's
So
meant
they
to be
did
taking
want
care.
that.
Yes.
Yes.
But the thing is, by the way, you know what? Now that you're fighting it, now I'll stick to my grounds.
Yeah.
And then now you just go facts. You find it's not just in Muranga. You find you go to other places, go to other counties. They are there. And that time it was provinces. What I see counties. So in the provinces, zote unapata, yes. So we got factual figures
Yes.
that actually there's a huge population, about 2.1 million Kenyans who had jiggers at that.
So that's what convinced them.
Yeah.
Wow. And,
But it was not easy.
It wasn't easy. And you also have Cecilia Foundation.
Yeah.
So tell people about that.
That's just one thing. I did it. I've always dedicated my crown to charity, and one angle was the Jiga campaign. But when every time I go on the ground, I find so many other issues. Either girl child wanataka sanitary towels and all that. That just pep talk, you once talked with girls and all that. I just wanted to have a foundation that has a personal touch. So so this is really close to me.
Okay.
So you find I mean, I think in the last year, apart from now the corona year 2020,
Yes, yes.
we've been going out, having talks with the girls, you give them sanitary towels, because sometimes you find you're giving them sanitary towels, but you know most of those girls don't have an underwear.
Oh, wow.
They don't.
Oh my God.
So unampatia anapeleka.
Yeah.
Hata tumia.
Oh, no.
And these are the things, when you are actually in touch on the ground, they
Yeah.
tell you, mtu anakuambia ukinipatia hii mimi nitauza kwa sababu mimi sijajua sitaitumia.
Oh,
You
no.
see, so you give them a whole pack. So me, I give them a dignity pack. You
Yes.
see, which has everything: sanitary towels supply for 6 months, 3 pairs of underwear, soap, and you tell them what to do.
Okay.
Because napata
They've
wengi
never
wao-
seen it.
Yeah,
No.
because they've never seen.
It's
yeah.
a luxury for
Yeah.
this. So it's something that's really close. It's very, very personal. So
Yeah.
I do this once in a while, even times on my birthday, just to go to kids, just
Yeah.
hang around, just being. So this is just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
that's
before we
amazing.
go on a break, I'd like to know, like, one of those incidences that you saw and you said, my God, like, it really brought you to your tears. I know, of course, there have been so many tear-jerking memories of what you do, but what's that one moment that really stuck for you?
Actually, when we were starting off the campaign, there's a boy we were treating,
Yeah.
and he passed on, unfortunately. And he passed on. He got infected with HIV and AIDS through Jiga infestation, because the
What?
mom was using pins and the mom was positive.
Oh no.
And you know, it's
To
the
like remove
responsibility.
them.
Yes, it's
Oh,
the responsibility
man.
of the mom to
Yeah.
remove
Yeah,
the
the
kids
jiggers.
and the husband. So this
Oh,
kid we were
no.
treating, unfortunately, he succumbed. Yeah, and they didn't know at that time. We didn't have all this knowledge
Yeah,
about ARVs and all that.
ARVs, yeah.
It was a very poor family. So while we were treating the boy and all that, he succumbed to it. So it's really sad to see a situation that was in
That
your
could have been
hands.
helped. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really, really sad, guys. We will talk about how to treat jiggers because we have time, but we gotta take a very short commercial break. We still have Cecilia Mwangi in the building, so kindly send in your questions. And number is 111 444 111. We'll be right back. Welcome back. If you just joined, karibu sana, but umemiss kidogo, but there's redemption time because we have 10:30 repeat. But again, ladies, I want to talk to you because this time round Imperial Leather brings to you amazing offers on its product. Now, one, there's a classic soap that is suitable for the whole family. It's long lasting and leaves your skin feeling so moisturized. Also, there's the Japanese spa. Now, this is for the ladies who are looking for a product that pampers their body and soul and gives you also value for your money. Now you can buy all these Imperial Leather products, then SMS the code that you get to the number, I'll read the number, 21075. You can buy any of these Imperial Leather products, then SMS that code. Don't forget that. Then you stand the chance to win amazing prizes ranging from there's what is it called? There's a 1 million. Kwanza 1 million shillings. There's airtime. There's just so much for you guys. And of course, do we have feedback?
Yes, we definitely do have some feedback here for Cecilia because she's loved. So there's someone here who's called Wanjiru. She's saying she doesn't age to pay secret. I love her and I like the way she fights for Jiga. She has the Jiga campaign. Keep it up. All right, there's someone else here called Nia. She's asking what are the challenges of being married to a politician. There's someone here called Kevin Platinums. Oh no, let me not read that one. Okay, Margaret is saying of late she hasn't seen you in the Jiga campaigns. She's wondering, what is going on? Is it still happening? Okay. And then there's someone here who's asking what are the qualifications to be Miss World Kenya, and she's really waiting for the response.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe let's start with the last question.
Yes.
For the Miss World Kenya competition, it's a standard criteria given by the Miss World organization. So it has to be, you have to be between age, is it 18 to 25? That's the age. Height, 36, 24, 36. Kama
Whoa.
chupa.
Coca-Cola.
36, yes. 5.72 height.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
so 5'7" and above.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I hope you've heard everything she said, right? Right.
And
Yes.
of course, lazima uko umefanya. I think right now, the Kenyan standard, you have to have at least done up to Form 4.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
okay.
it can't be just beauties.
No,
it gotta
no.
be
Brains.
something in between your ears.
Yeah, because you're going out there, you're meeting 100 and something ladies from different
That's
countries.
true, and you're
Yeah,
competing
lazima
against
ukwe.
them. Way.
You have
So
to be ahead.
eloquence as well.
Yes,
'cause
Yeah.
you have to be able to communicate whatever you're
and
thinking.
sell your country. When you're out there, actually,
You're representing your country,
You're representing
yeah,
the country.
yeah.
So it's more or less like selling your country.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when you're there for 30 days, because I was in China for 30
for
days.
30 days.
Yeah, I was being called Kenya.
Oh wow. You
Niliweka
didn't
jina
have-
yangu
you didn't have a
kando.
name?
No, it's just Kenya.
What?
Yeah.
And like, okay, back in the day, there were very scary stories about people keeping up with like the standards of beauty and like not eating and like swallowing cotton wool. Is it true?
It's such pressure.
Yeah,
No,
people actually
no.
would do anything and everything to stay like slender,
Yeah,
like
but-
unhealthily.
What we normally do and what Ashley's does in Kenya, for the Miss World franchise in Kenya, they take through all this grooming and meal plans and all, and fitness.
Yeah,
Plus they
just
give
eat
you
properly.
gym package as well.
Okay.
Because 30 days unajua mnaka 7-star hotel,
Yeah,
unaona
you can
chakula
eat anything
yote.
and everything.
Do you know actually,
Yeah.
by the time we
Yeah.
are leaving in 30 days, kuna watu ball gown, they're fine.
They can't fit in it.
They can't fit.
Oh no.
Kwa hiyo umetoka hapa Kenya ilikuwa
Ilikuwa
inakutosha,
inakutosha vizuri.
and it has to be fitting.
Uh-huh.
So you have to make sure you're eating
Properly.
just the right foods,
Yeah.
and you can eat
And the right
healthy.
amount,
Yes.
yeah.
Na unakaa fit until 30 days. Otherwise ukipitisha two portions,
Yeah.
utatoshea.
But what happens to that model who amefanya hiyo kitu and now they are suffering from maybe bulimia
Oh,
or
anorexia.
nervosa? So do they have like a program where she can be coached to how to eat healthy, how to be mentally
And most of
okay?
that is self-esteem.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have low self-esteem, I mean, whether you're small or big, you'll just,
Yeah.
so first you need to accept yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then after that, all the rest of the things follow, and you learn to accept yourself the way you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kuna size mimi siwezi kuwa 6.
Yeah.
Hata nikitaka
Even though you
siwezi.
try.
No. So you just accept the way you are, and
Yeah.
kuna zingine it's because of bad eating habits. You can work
You can
around
change
it.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. And
Yeah.
you mentioned something about Ashley's package for Miss World. Maybe there's someone out there who's interested and would like
Yes.
to. Do you apply or register? How does it happen?
Yes, there's actually a call. They normally do like
Okay.
an advert for the Miss World Kenya auditions.
Okay.
So anyone who'd want to go, probably they can go to Miss World Kenya website. All that is there. The
Okay.
criteria, everything. When they have the next auditions, just go in there, and it's countrywide. It's you just
Countrywide.
don't.
Oh, so
you're
you don't
not
have to
just-
be in Nairobi.
No.
Yeah.
no,
Okay, that's
no.
great.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you landed a government job.
Yes.
Talk to us about the Ministry of Industrialization
Wow.
and Trade. We want to know about
Yeah.
it.
What is it, first of
All
all?
about it.
Wow.
Like, explain it like you're explaining it to your daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, your daughter is smart. Maybe like, you know, a 5-year-old.
She still doesn't get how I'm on calls every day of my
Yeah.
life. But as I said, as much as I pursued modeling, I also did my computer science degree and all that. And after that, I actually practiced it for 12 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And after that, I decided, we need to think of the future, and technologies of the future is in innovation and all that.
That's
so
true.
I went in the innovation space. And currently I'm consulting for the Ministry of Industrialization as an innovation ecosystem manager. And basically it's also from a background on working.
Environment?
Yes.
On
Oh,
environment,
wow.
yeah.
Does it also explain the fact that you're wearing green?
Is green your favorite color now?
Well, for today
It is.
we can, but it's more or less it's what I love doing, and it's things that we're doing nowadays. And you notice, like even time for COVID,
Yeah.
a lot of things went digital.
That's
Most of the
true.
things
Yeah.
went online.
Everything
Yeah.
went digital,
So
yeah.
the meetings, the
Yeah.
businesses, everything. So we're really trying to see how we can push entrepreneurs into this digital space.
Yes.
And there's so many young people with so many innovations that they're
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
So we want to see how we can get them either to a platform where they can showcase, link them up to a company that needs this innovation.
Yeah.
There's so many students who are in campus. They have ideas
Yeah.
that companies need. So more or less like demand-driven innovation
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
I don't want to go into my own too much.
No,
but
it's good
at
because
least
maybe there's some
yeah,
people out there who have
yes.
some like inventions.
Yes.
Remember like when Corona came out and that guy
Yeah.
invented like a sink and
yeah.
you know from a
Yeah,
So
and
if
you
someone
see-
has an invention like that and like would like to share it with you, how do they go about that?
No, for now, the project is actually, we are now kicking off most of the things. So, because it started off in July, putting things in place. So, we are going to be advertising for either the startups, someone who has a startup out there
Okay.
and you're into innovation, apply. Yeah?
Okay.
And anyone who wants to either be linked to the international investors, venture capital and all that, it's going to be there. We are going to put up out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
But let's talk about your pet store.
The entrepreneur.
The entrepreneur beat Mama Pet. How did that like come about?
Wow, me and animals are inseparable.
Still environment?
Yeah, it's one of unajua mi nimegrow up na ile dog yangu ya kwanza ilikuwa inaitwa Tommy. Sijui kama nyinyi mko na dogi
But that Tommy
Simba,
zilikuwa mingi,
Bosco,
yeah.
nini.
My mom used to throw out
Rex.
any pet she saw in her house.
Bas, Rex. So me, I had a pet called
Okay.
Tommy when I was young, and so I've also grown up. My dad is a person who also loves pets, and I mean my family.
So you grew
members,
up around and like
yeah,
pets and
so
stuff.
it's
Yeah.
something that kuna time hata nilifukuzwa kwa hao kwa sababu ingine nilikuwa naishi hapa kwa mwindi alipata niko na pet akaniambia
This apartment is not for pets.
yes akaniambia either you do away with the animal
Or you leave.
or you leave.
You
In
carried
a
your
week,
dog.
nikamwambia tumeenda
wow.
we are out. Yeah, so there's some things we're inseparable. So me, I love pets. And there's something that I always had a challenge with is accessing either their food stuff, accessories. You've seen this buju things for dogs.
For-
You want your dog to have
The
sijui-
toys.
Hey,
Dress them up and stuff,
You
yeah.
want them to look cute and all that.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, how can I get this
Yeah.
to Kenya?
Yeah.
And also more so for me. So many times nilikuwa when I travel, I go and bring cute stuff for
Yeah,
my dog. So my
yeah.
neighbors are like, where by them
You bring for me.
Let's-
Yeah.
So it just started, and that's the thing you realize. Actually, there's a market opportunity. There's a demand.
Yeah.
Because watu wengi sana hapo kwetu wako na dogi. So I decided, okay, let me try this thing out. So I just did my groundwork, research, found out there's good market. So I
Yeah.
just opened up in Valley Arcade, just where I live, and I got to figure out, well, there are many dogs around there,
Yeah.
and as long as you keep all this food, accessories, and everything close, and
People
it's
will
accessible,
come, yeah.
wanakuja wengi
Do you have
sana.
anything for cats?
All.
Yeah,
You have
I
for
gifted
cats?
her cat.
I'm coming for my
Paka.
clothes for my cat.
Hamster,
that's
zote,
cute.
everything.
Okay, so what's the
All
name of the shop
animals.
again?
Pet Perfection.
Okay, pet. Okay, so
Where is it
perfection.
located?
That is so cute.
Perfection.
Valley Arcade, right?
Valley Arcade, and by God's grace, last year we opened in Naivasha.
So pet perfection.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's a growing empire.
Wow.
As in poo, as in P-O-O.
Perfection.
Oh, po. P-A.
Po.
Okay.
The
po.
For the po.
Po.
Yeah, pet
Oh, that is so
perfection.
cute. Oh my God.
So it's just turning passion into business.
Into a business. That's very smart,
And
yeah.
there's nothing as good as pursuing what you like.
Yeah.
Cause unajibamba.
You never get bored.
I see animals every day at the shop. I love it. As in natamani tu kuwabeba wote wepeleke. So that is so much fun.
Yeah.
And I think beyond just the business angle, that keeps me happy.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
I hate asking these questions, but I have to ask because I know there are people struggling with these things.
Yeah.
Now you can do all these things because there's nothing you can't do, Cecilia.
Right.
You're a mom
Right.
to your very beautiful daughter, and she's in studio. Nimesikia kitwa cherry pie.
Cherry pie.
So guys, so how do you juggle
Tuliitwa
all
nani?
this? Wait,
Wewe. Leta hiyo remote.
Sasa kukamna anajita America hapa.
Sorry.
like how do you juggle
Yeah.
all this? It's so many titles.
Yeah. As I started off earlier,
Yeah.
I think I started with when I was in Campo, when I was juggling
All that.
school,
Yeah, and modeling,
modeling
yeah.
unaenda to show tudogo hapa na pale, kusoma,
to
cut,
practice and
exam,
stuff, yeah.
everything. So when you start balancing all that earlier,
Yeah.
uko fiti. But one thing, let me tell you, there's a sacrifice. My
Yeah, for
social
sure.
life is
Zero, nothing
Zero.
outside.
zero, and you just live with it.
It's a worthy
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let me just read something that just came in right now. There is someone saying, "Hi ladies, I am Irene from Kitale. My relative has jiggers and she is the only one in the family affected. How can we treat her?" So how do we treat jiggers?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's very simple to treat jiggers. simple remedy, antiseptics, either the likes of the Savlon, Dettol and all
Dettol,
that. Someone soaks in the same way you soak in when you go for a pedi.
Oh, just soak your feet in
Soak your feet
antiseptic.
in, yes,
and,
for 15 minutes. That thing just dries up.
Okay,
Because,
it
you know,
kills
the more in a car, the more the pores open and
Yeah.
now it's just
Hatching.
entering. Yes.
And
So
they-
it kills it. The
Okay.
same way the neighbor can also go to what is it called, a pharmacy or something and get potassium permanganate is also available. GV.
Yes,
Nakumbuka
GV. Lile
GV.
ilikuwa na
Purple, lile ya
purple.
purple.
Yes.
Yes.
okay.
You just dip
That
in
also
there.
helps. Okay.
Dilute it and then after that,
Yeah.
50, actually in 2 weeks, akitumia every day and
Yes.
now make sure amewaona. Then the same environment, they should go to where their neighbor lives and also fumigate because you find you can't treat the host and you avoid the
Right.
And
environment.
they're still there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one says, hi ladies, looking good as usual. I was a model back then, but got pregnant in 2018. I'm now 21 and my son is 2 years now. I still want to continue modeling, but the problem is I really don't know where to start from. People have questions.
Yeah. There are so many modeling agencies, some, and they scout. Unfortunately, now for Miss World Kenya, as long as you become a parent, you're not eligible.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Because
yes.
now you're a Mrs. now.
Yes, yeah. But there's so many, not to discourage, but there's so many other opportunities that they can do. We have seen so many ads that run.
Yes.
And just take yourself when you have these auditions happening. Back then at that time, I used to take myself to National Theatre, and many of our artists will
Are
tell
there,
you,
yeah.
National Theatre was the place for
For all
scouting.
auditions.
Many
yeah,
of them
that's true.
wametoka hapo.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. And I know there's a certain standard you're expected to keep up to because, you know, you're Miss Kenya, former Miss Kenya, you know, you're now with the government. How do you deal with all these people expecting you to, like, be perfect?
Just be you.
Yeah.
I mean, you really can't fit in anyone. And there's so many the big expectations.
Very big, yeah.
Hey, you can't fit. So when, well, you just do you, be you, and things work out and work hard. Yeah? If you want to live whatever, how, just work towards it. Yeah? But don't live because you want people to see you looking good.
In a certain way,
Mi nakwambia ukinipata kwa kagari kameka hivi penye
none of your
utanichukulia
business.
tu.
Yeah.
Me, it's taking me to where I'm going,
Exactly,
you know.
yeah.
Plus, you know, also the work that I do, it cuts me to go into the grassroots. Yeah?
Yes,
Hizi vitu saa zingine
They don't even
unafunga nyuma
matter,
nini,
yeah.
yeah, because you find someone when you unaenda, they have not eaten,
Yeah, for like 3
they
days.
just have issues. These are the last things they look
They're
at. But the other
worried
thing
about.
also, but they feel so nice. You have actually gone to their level to support them. So that also encourages them. So if you don't succumb to pressure, societal pressure can be crazy. That's why many of the celebs probably will find they go into depression.
Yes.
And don't be scared to start small. Naka biashara kangu kapet.
Yes, you started by
Hey,
neighbors.
and just don't be scared to start small
Yeah.
and grow.
And
That's how
that's
it
really
is.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I believe in giving people flowers when they still exist here
Yes.
rather than give them when they are gone. And there's a message that just came in and I feel like I really need to read it so that you know that you're really appreciated. There's this time in high school back in 2011 tuliimba a song about Cecilia and Jigas kwa drama festivals.
Yeah.
Tulienda hadi nationals. It was an awesome thing you did then, Cecilia. You are an heroine. How does
Thank
that make you
you.
feel?
I mean,
As
those
you
are the
wind
moments you live for,
Yeah.
that you impacted. And there's also something I also got to see, and I'm happy that actually we pushed now. There's a curriculum. The hygiene classes currently being
Okay,
taught.
yeah.
They're being taught about jiggers.
Oh, wow.
Before
It
haikuwa,
was
you
not
fought
there.
for that.
Thank you so much.
So those are
for
some of the moments we
sharing.
live for,
Yeah.
and I thank God for it. And that is the purpose for the Miss World Kenya title.
Yes.
That platform should be able
Use
to
it for
impact.
good,
Forever,
yes.
forever. Thank you so much for coming,
Asante.
Cecilia. Really appreciate.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
the gems, man.
It was such a
God bless
pleasure.
you.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
so
me
much. But
here.
guys, we gotta go. Sadly, that's all the time we had for you today. Also at 10:30. We love you so much, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Until then, enjoy the rest of your viewing. Bye.